Well, I first met Alec Cutler when he was living in Annapolis, but then he left our fine town and went to Bermuda and has been living there for, what, how many years now, Alec?
9.
9 years.
Yeah.
And Alec has been sailing in Melgus 32 and 24 programs. Last year in Key West he was here in the 32, and this year you're here with the 24. What, just bigger fleet? You wanted to be in the larger fleet of the two?
We also don't like to get the most out of our vacation days and sail in North America instead of trying to get to Europe constantly.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
What? Tell me a little bit about your time in the 24 and you know, some of the events you've done well in. What is kind of your accomplishments in the Melgus 24 class in particular?
It's not too auspicious. We keep getting seconds and thirds and fourths, including fourth at the Worlds last year.
Hey, welcome
or 2 years ago, and hope to improve on that this year by 3.
What do you feel like you need to do to get over the hump? I mean, obviously that's frustrating when you're in the game, you're right there, and you can't quite win the regatta. Is there anything in particular as you look back? I know you review these things quite closely. What do you feel like you need to do to take that next step?
Yeah, I mean, both classes, this year in the 32 and last year in the 24, we were in position to be able to win going in the last couple of races, and that's all you can really prepare for.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest you need to get a couple breaks, and you know, hopefully we'll be in position again this year, and we'll get the breaks this time.
Now, you have been sailing here in recent years with Richard Clark, the very fine Canadian professional, done a lot of Olympic campaigns, just a great sailor.
He's not right behind me, is he?
What do you feel like, you know, why do you like sailing with Richard? Do you feel like you guys have a good connection, good chemistry? Because that's important between tactician and helmsman, to have something that works.
Yeah, I think Richard and I, we go way back, obviously, and we sailed fins together in Europe for a couple of years, and there's definitely some bonding that goes on driving around in a Hertz rental van around Europe.
Yeah.
So Richard and I are tight, and he's the only tactician I've ever had.
Really? Yeah. Wow. So now this year's class here in Key West, there's some very good sailors. Obviously, a lot of people. Galari is the defending champ. Had a pretty good program. Who else are you seeing being in that top tier of guys that can win this regatta?
Yeah, it's really full throttle.